guys, it's Quana back again with another Her Real review. Hope you all are doing awesome. So today I'm going to be talking about 2024's Atlas starring Jennifer Lopez. This movie is on the Netflix streaming platform, and it also stars Simu and one of my favorite actors, Sterling K. Brown. This is a sci-fi thriller action flick about a counter-terrorist analyst who attempts to stop a killer AI from destroying the Earth. And there's been a lot of buzz around this movie, more about the interviews featuring Jennifer Lopez and Sterling K. Brown. I am not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole, but I will say this. Sterling K. Brown has been one of my favorite actors since his Army Wives days, and he's one of the nicest people in Hollywood from what I can tell. So I'm gonna let that stand on that. This film stars Jennifer Lopez as her newest vehicle. She's been doing a lot of action movies for Netflix. She also was in the movie entitled Mother, I think it was. And I believe I reviewed that. I wasn't a fan of that. And to be honest, her acting in this doesn't get much better. Gone are the days of Selena where Jennifer Lopez was able to fully put aside her own persona, her own image, and really dive into a character and create something new. In my opinion, it's been a long time since she's done that. And I don't know if it's just because she's so overexposed, but it seems as though all of her characters feel very one note, as though they are all living in the same universe, no matter if we're talking about a single mom who is trying to fight her husband against domestic violence, whether we're talking about a wedding planner who falls in love with the groom, whether we're talking about a mother who abandons her child and then has to fight drug lords in order to protect her child from danger. It doesn't seem like the synopsis of the movie matters much. If Jennifer Lopez is in it, it doesn't seem to really lift off of the screen. But I don't want to put this movie's failings completely on the shoulders of Jennifer Lopez. I definitely think that we have to look at the direction and we have to look at the writing. The film was directed by Peyton, and it was written by Leo Sardarian and Aaron Ilokulite. I don't know if I said that name right at all, but those are the two writers who were on it. And oddly enough, most of the time when you go on Netflix, the director's name is listed on the first screen of the film, and then you have to go to the credits page in order to see the names of the writers. The director's name is not listed here because, one, this is solely a vehicle for Jennifer Lopez. She is the main highlight. In fact, long before they actually started with the interview process, I was aware of this film and did not know Sterling K. Brown or Simu were even in the movie. And that just goes to show how much they are resting on Jennifer Lopez's fame to carry this movie. And I'll admit that this movie is still listed as the #1 movie right now on Netflix. We never really know how many eyes actually see the movies on Netflix, but certainly Jennifer Lopez has a lot of fans. Jennifer Lopez is very famous, and a lot of people don't like Jennifer Lopez and they hate watch her stuff. I wasn't going to actually watch this movie because I didn't want to give in the compulsion of hate watching. I didn't want to go into this having my personal feelings about Jennifer Lopez as an actress and as a star cloud my judgment of the film, but it was kind of inescapable because I was seeing the clips with Sterling K. Brown. I was seeing the clips with Simu and Jennifer Lopez going viral. I really wanted to support those two actors. I'm fans of their work, and I didn't want to penalize them because I don't care for Jennifer Lopez as an actress of late. So I decided to give this movie a try. And I will admit, I actually think I gave it a good, solid college try. Like, I tried to watch the movie several times. The first time I watched it, it was late. I was sleepy. So I was like, okay, I'm going to watch it again when I'm more awake. The next time I tried to watch it, I was packing. Again, my focus wasn't there. I'm going to watch it one more time when I can fully commit to it. And so I did. This movie has several failings that are not on the shoulders of Jennifer Lopez. Although I felt like her character, Atlas, who is the main character, she is the daughter of a scientist and an engineer who creates this AI that is like super adaptive and eventually adapts to feel that humanity is a threat and must be destroyed. I didn't feel her as a real human being at all. She's a character who shuns humanity, has become kind of a hermit, and because of her own past trauma, struggles with like social predicaments, relationships. Sterling K. Brown's character has a whole little mini monologue about just how well ill-suited to humanity this character is, and that is very true. And in that regard, because Jennifer Lopez so often plays very impersonal characters, I think maybe that was why she was chosen for this. She always acts with a lot of emotion that feels like it's not felt, that she can't really relate to the characters. And so it doesn't feel like it's coming from a place that's genuine. It feels like it's like she's projecting emotion and then stopping herself from actually feeling emotion. In my opinion, as a critic and fan, you want to believe not only that that actor is the character, but that they're actually experiencing the emotions of that character. And it never just fully comes out. But I also think the director and the writers did not help her at all in this movie. It's a movie about a woman who struggles with her relationships because of her trauma. And so the movie is centered around her having to befriend AI so that she can defeat AI. There is no point in the movie where we really get to see her having these very human, authentic experiences that should be the basis of this movie, should be the theme of this movie. Because if you're someone who's going to go about saving humanity, you need to see humanity, you need to have human experiences, and we never really get to see her have those attachments. There's a couple of throwaway lines here and there that I won't spoil for you, where we're told that she's changed or that something's happened or it was something nice that she did. But that was not the issue. The issue is if you're telling me this person, that the theme is that she has to see the value in humanity in order to save it. When do we get to see her have reasons to believe that humanity is valuable? We don't. And then the premise of, okay, so she needs to love AI in order to defeat the bad AI, it just doesn't make much sense. It just doesn't hold up. There are tons of films that are about AI, literally the movie AI with Haley Joel Osment, I think was the actor in that are about AI being adapted to feel actual emotions. It makes me think of the 1980s show Small Wonder. I loved that show as a kid. And we get this character, the character's name is Smith. It's an AI voice, essentially. And it's a super soldier suit that she puts on. Think of like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, think of Voltron, think of Avatar, the one with the blue people, not the animated one, where there's these kinds of suits that they get into, and she has to learn to trust this AI. I just don't buy that. I don't buy that as like, that's the motivation, that's the thing I need to care about as the audience. So it just feel like this film wasn't fully fleshed out. And then we're introduced to some fairly interesting looking characters who we never get to see or meet. And so it's most of the film just Jennifer Lopez. Like 80% of the film is just Jennifer Lopez. You have to be a hugely likable person. I mean, like, the reason why a movie like I, Robot works so well for Will Smith is because Will Smith is, oddly enough, one of the most likable people in Hollywood, and as an actor he's hugely likable. So even when the character was doing unlikable things, we still wanted to see him. Tom Hanks, right, in Castaway, you can sit and watch that long behind movie, watch this man talk to a soccer ball because it's Tom Hanks. And there's nothing about Jennifer Lopez that makes you want to sit and talk with her and have her watch her have this experience. This would have been a great vehicle for someone like a Sandra Bullock, who is hugely likable. But unfortunately, just J.Lo doesn't give that. And so for me, this movie got a C+. And that was me honestly rating it on a curve. The CGI was decent in spots, but also mid in spots. I really was interested in what they were doing with Sterling K. Brown's character. I love to see him playing these like soldiery, kind of uber masculine almost characters because he so often doesn't play those, and so it's a nice juxtaposition. Also was very cool to see Simu play a bad guy, because with the exception of maybe the Barbie movie, he so often plays good guy characters like Shang-Chi. So it's good to see him dabble in something different as well. And there were really the only characters worth mentioning. Lana Parrilla, who is my queen, the queen of my heart from Once Upon a Time, is in this. I also kind of felt like she was miscast, although I love to see her get more roles. It didn't feel like a good option for playing Jennifer Lopez's character's mom. Felt like they could have gone with someone else. What is her name? Lauren Valdez, I think, is who I'm thinking of from like New York Undercover, and she does the voice of Miles Morales, his mom. Like, she would have been a great pick. But yeah, just I felt like this is one of those sci-fi action movies that I'm not going to remember. It's you in sci-fi, you either have to be super good, original Star Wars, Interstellar, or you need to be super campy, like Starship Troopers. I really will never forget Starship Troopers. I know that movie backwards and forwards. I laugh out loud at that movie. It's corny and it's dorky, but it's so lovable. And this didn't really give anything like that. And so it's just going to be one of those movies that I think is going to fade into, or fade out of existence for most people. But I don't want you to just take my word for it. If you are interested and you like sci-fi action movies, check out Atlas, which is streaming on Netflix. Or if you've already seen it, let me know in the comments your thoughts and opinions, and I will see you guys in the next video. Toodles!